If you're a new player in GTA Online in 2021, you're probably wondering, how do you get ahead in a game where everything costs millions of dollars, everything's inflated, there's million-dollar paywalls behind every little vehicle that you need to be up to date with everyone else in the game, like the Oppressor Mark II, or weaponized vehicles, or explosive rounds on your sniper. There's millions of dollars worth of paywalls in this game, everything costs millions when it comes out, and when you start off as a rank 1, you have nothing. You don't have a way to make money, you don't own biker businesses, you don't own anything. You might be wondering, how do you get ahead in this game? And you might remember in an older video I made, I talked about the new player experience in GTA Online and how it's almost impossible to get ahead. And that was the case for years, until recently, when the Cayo Perico heist came out. Now, for anyone that still plays GTA Online and is watching, before you click off and write this video off as some guy just telling you to play a heist and make money, yes, that's part of it, but listen, you may think that the Cayo Perico heist is hard and it takes forever. If you played through on your first time, you might have seen all the unskippable cutscenes and the long introduction. We have to ride with El Rubio, and you might have just quit the heist, never even finished it because you figured it's not worth your time. And yes, the first time you do play the heist, it is very long and boring. However, once you play it a second time, you start to realize that it's a way to print money and it's so easy. This heist can be done in under an hour. If you use all the tricks and methods to get things done quicker and speedrun methods and job teleporting, you can do this heist in under 30 minutes and blow this whole thing apart. I've done this heist personally in 29 minutes, and some speedrunners have even done the whole heist in 20 minutes, from the scope out mission all the way to the finale. I've made over $100 million just doing Cayo Perico, and I play this game very casually. I don't play it every day. I play it maybe once or twice a week at most. And you might remember the professional making videos back in the day talking about how you can make $3 to $4 million in this game if you own CEO crate businesses and biker businesses and spend 6 to 8 hours a day playing. But what if I told you there's a way where you can make that same amount of money in about 2 hours of playing or less? You need a submarine. The submarine costs $2.2 million. But as a new player, you don't have that. You start off with $10,000 and a pistol. So how do you get there? Well, I decided to make a brand new account and go through all of this. And within about 8 hours of playing, I had my own submarine and I was making millions of dollars all by myself without having to worry about having my friends help me or relying on randoms. Now, how you get to this $2.2 million mark so you can buy a submarine can be pretty easy or very difficult depending on what you choose to do. So here's how I did it. When you first make a character, it'll ask you if you want to skip the tutorial or if you want to do the tutorial. You can skip it. You don't have to do it. I'd recommend, if you're a new player or returning after so many years later, to play it because it'll get you reintroduced and familiar with the control scheme of the game and how to play it. But you don't have to. Either way, the game still gives you the 10 to 12K for doing the tutorial, whether you skip it or not. Once you're done with the tutorial, you want to head over to the casino. If you skip the tutorial, it'll spawn you right in front of the casino. Once you get there, it'll cost $500 to get a membership, but that's okay. Get it, because it also rewards you with $5,000 worth of casino chips, and you can cash that out right away. And there's also a $1,000 bonus that you can claim at the teller too, meaning you get $6,000 back for a $500 investment. More importantly, you get to spin the wheel. And depending on when you're watching this video, there's probably going to be a different podium vehicle. It changes every week. So if it's something useful like the Turator or Oppressor Mark II, feel free to hover over the quit option on GTA and quit the game if the wheel lands on something that you don't want, and restart it and repeat this over and over until you get the podium vehicle. If it's not a useful vehicle, you can just take whatever the wheel gives you. The wheel gave me $40,000 and I was happy with that because I didn't care for the car in the podium. That car was not going to help me make money in this game. It just looked cool. After you get done spinning the wheel, you can try your luck at blackjack or poker. I did end up walking out with an extra $10,000 on top of the $40,000 the wheel gave me. Now, once you get done with the casino, the next thing you want to do is mods bounties, which should unlock immediately and be on your map. You should get an email from mod. There's 5 of them and they pay $10,000 if you bring the targets in alive. So that's an extra $50K right there, which already put me at $100K in my bank account. But more importantly, this awards us with something way more important, the stone hatchet, which you're gonna need because once you obtain one, there's a challenge that awards us with $250,000. You do need a social club account, however, so before you actually do the challenge, make sure to sign up and link your account to your social club account. Otherwise, you can't do this challenge. This challenge needs you to take out 25 people. It could be players or NPCs, it doesn't matter. After completion, you should have been awarded with $250,000. Easy money, right? But we're not done, because by now you should have gotten an email for a treasure hunt. Complete the treasure hunt and you'll unlock the double action revolver, which also has a challenge that pays out $250,000. You just have to get 50 headshots. Easiest way is to start a shootout with Grove Street or the Vagos or even the police. At this point, you should have at least at the minimum $500,000 in your account. I had about $650,000 because I did a couple rounds of headhunter after winning 50K in the casino, and I brought in most of the bounty targets alive, and I think I sold a car to Simeon. Headhunter is a job you can do as a CEO, by the way, but remember, you can only become a CEO if you have 50K in your bank account or more. So you can grind headhunter like some YouTubers tell you to, but I wouldn't because it's really a waste of time. It doesn't pay very well, and you have $500K in your account already. At this point, I decided to spend $25,000 on the cheapest garage in the game and $15,000 on the Body 801. The Body is still one of the fastest and most capable vehicles in the game, and it's cheap. So I advise buying one so you can use it on missions, and it'll get used to the idea of driving in this game without protection. You won't be able to just bounce off a wall and keep going like you would in a car. So it really really forces you to get better at driving, and it's cheap, fast transportation. So buy one. Now at this point, if you have a friend willing to host a heist for you, things will be a lot easier. However, not all players are going to have friends to help them, especially if you're a brand new player. So you can try doing contact jobs and they pay okay, I guess, but let's be honest, they're not going to get us any closer to that 2.2 million mark, even if there's a double cash weekend going on for them. You're going to have to try and find a Cayo Perico heist and hope that the host doesn't kick you out. And trust me, when they see a level 5 account trying to join, they'll usually kick you. I got kicked about 3 or 4 times, but keep trying and eventually you'll get lucky. I spent about 30 minutes before I found the group that didn't kick me right away. And after I did the heist with them, I got a 15% cut and ended up with 278,000. But I also got awarded an extra 200,000 for completing the Cayo Perico heist for the first time, bringing me up to 1.15 million, only 1,050,000 away from owning my own submarine. So we're halfway there. Thankfully, the host was so impressed with me and how well I played because I basically helped him more than he could ever help me that he invited me to do the heist again. And since I did all the heavy lifting and did all the prep jobs for him, he gave me half the take, which means I got almost 800,000 for playing with him again. Additionally, I got a $200,000 bonus for completing the heist without alerting the guards and another $200,000 for doing the heist without dying. So I ended up walking away with $1.2 million. At this point, I had more than enough money to purchase my own submarine, meet Mini Madrazo, and host Cayo Perico for myself at level 14 without worrying about randoms or friends helping me. And once you have the ability to host this heist for yourself and not rely on anyone else, that's when you make real money in this game. Do not listen to your friends that tell you Cayo Perico isn't worth it, and your friends are broke, okay? They have old money. Your friends are probably still driving around in old vehicles that came out 2 years ago. They're probably still doing biker sell missions and CEO crates. Do you want to sit there and grind like that? Of course you don't. If your friends are telling you that Cayo Perico isn't worth your time, they're either lying to you or they don't know any better. Your friends are broke. Don't listen to your friends. Cayo Perico is basically a ticket for free money. At first, you won't have many vehicles or tools to do the prep jobs by yourself, but they are doable. I did mine in about an hour without any special vehicles like a Mark II oppressor or anything. I was just grabbing helicopters that spawned at helipads, using my body, and just using the default weapons that I had. And I think I bought a Uzi, and I think I bought an assault rifle since I had money in my account. I think I did mine in about an hour, and that was as a level 14 with nothing. I did the whole heist in about 1 hour. And after I finished the heist, I had enough to buy a Sea Sparrow, which is an upgrade that you can do to the submarine, which is a great tool if you plan on grinding this heist because you can enter and exit the submarine with it at the push of a button, and you don't have to worry about getting something like a Mark II oppressor, which means you need to give 2 million on a nightclub, then another 2 or 3 million on a terabyte, and then another 2 to 3, 4 million on a Mark II plus upgrading it. Instead of spending an entire shark card to get a Mark II, you can just get the Sea Sparrow for your submarine, and it is a very capable vehicle for doing this heist. Once you make some more money and get used to the mission design of the prep jobs, you can complete the whole heist from the scope out to the finale in under an hour, probably way under an hour. Like I said before, I've done the entire heist in just 29 minutes, and some talented speedrunners have done it in less than 25 minutes. I've made over $100 million doing nothing but running this heist by myself. It's so easy to make money in this game, it almost feels like you're cheating or something. And that's how I did it. That's my guide for new players to GTA Online. If you have a buddy that can host a heist a couple times for you and give you a majority of the take, you can probably skip the revolver and hatchet challenges. But for everybody else, these challenges help us get to that submarine a lot faster. And that submarine, the Kosatka, is the difference between living the high life and knocking off liquor stores and doing biker sell missions with your friends. The choice is yours, but as a veteran GTA Online player that's been playing for over 7 years now since day one, take my advice and get the damn submarine so you can start making some real money. Then you can afford things in the game and have some fun. Honestly, I'm shocked at how easy it has become to make money in this game, considering GTA Online for the longest time has been one of the games known to be a complete grind fest. And I'll tell you what, since the addition of Cayo Perico, I can definitely see major inflation coming to GTA Online pretty soon in the next update. So make hay while the sun shines and grind this heist as much as you can and make that money. Like I said before, I've made over 100 million doing Cayo Perico, and I play this game very casually. I don't play it very often. I'll play maybe once or twice a week. I don't play it daily. If you're a daily player, you could probably make $1 billion doing Cayo Perico. You'll probably blow the professional out of the water, really. So take my advice, take advantage of the stone hatchet and the double action revolver bonuses that give you 500,000. That is great for when you're first starting up. Get out there, make some money, and enjoy yourself while you still can. Because I remember the days when you first started in GTA Online, if you didn't have a friend or a buddy to host the pack standard heist for you or something, you were basically shit out of luck because you had no way to make really decent money in this game or any even halfway decent money. So I hope I helped some of you guys out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I will be making a guide on how to do Cayo Perico, all the little speedrunning tricks and stuff to do it in around 30 minutes like I did. That video will be coming soon. I just want to get this video out first for all the new players that'll be coming because I know the PS5 version is coming pretty soon, the expanded and enhanced or whatever. And hey, there's new players coming to GTA every day. Or maybe you got reset for glitching and you don't want to glitch again. You want to make a new account out and start fresh and be legit. That's how you do it. Thanks for watching.